It's Monday, April 22nd, and this is the Three Nerds in a Basement podcast with your hosts Vince,
Blaven,
your host Anthony,
and this is the Geek She Culture Show where we talk about all the cool things in the world. On this week's episode, you can look forward to our Age of Ultron review of the first couple issues. We're talking about some interesting video game news, card game news, expensive video games, and then, of course, all the other interesting things we've been doing with our spare time. Before we get the show started, it has occurred to me that since this podcast has been going up on YouTube as well regularly, we've amassed quite a bunch of new listeners.
Yay!
Yeah.
And there's some things that that we always carried forward from the very first episodes of the show that I haven't really been reiterating. Like, for example, there's four people in the room at all times. We always forget to mention the producer on the sidelines over here.
Our main,
actually, he's
our main supplier of cash money.
Actually, he's actually the backbone of this operation. I mean, without him, without his mixing, and,
his MacBook,
without everything,
It has come to my attention that sometimes we don't ever introduce him at the top of the show, but then halfway through the conversation we'll address him.
I kind of like that, though. It keeps an air of mystery about him.
Yeah, well, everybody knows his name is TJ.
Is he there? Is he not?
So as you know, this episode is dedicated to TJ, and is only talking about TJ.
So that's issue number one. There is, even though it's called Three Nerds in the Basement, there are actually four people in the room. One of them just has a predominantly quieter voice than the others. The other thing I wanted to address was, for new listeners, you might not know a lot about us.
Good.
Oh, we
keep it that way.
Oh, we should have that kind of.
And so, instead of getting you guys to speak a little bit about yourselves, I'm going to introduce a new segment at the top of the show.
No, he's using the stuff against us.
So good.
This motherfucker.
So okay, first of all, I'm driving in my car,
I did not consent to this.
2 in the afternoon, and basically I get these messages on my phone. It says, "Welcome to Vince's trivia time. You better answer the questions, or else
we're not friends anymore, motherfucker."
No, he said, if you want to be a smartass, it'll only get you killed. Me and being in my car, I'm like, oh wow, I wonder how this is gonna happen.
I know what I immediately did after he sent that.
What?
Was being a smartass.
That was hilarious. That was hilarious for you. Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, so we record the show on Mondays nowadays. For that's the new recording time. So at the beginning of the weekend, I will ask these guys a bunch of random questions and
are you also going to answer them with your answers?
No. And
what the fuck? It's bullshit.
That's awesome.
And it can be any number of questions, 1 question to 10 questions to 100 questions, depending on what I feel like. And I've really tried to make them random so that you can gauge our personalities.
Okay.
So this week, you guys were graciously given 4 questions to answer.
It's the only time I'm ever going to do this.
And I have the answers from each and every one of you.
I think I did answer them. Okay, good.
And I think Anthony missed one.
I missed one.
Yeah, I think you missed the last one. But we'll get there when we get there. So we'll just start with the easy question at the top that I initially asked you guys, and I said, "What is your favorite Mega Man game?"
Oh, okay.
And it was a very simple question, just to get you guys all warmed up. Nothing too serious.
Okay.
So would you like me to read the responses, or do you guys want to reveal yourselves?
You can read my
I don't remember what I said.
Okay, so I'll start alphabetically. So Anthony was first. He says, Mega Man 9.
Yeah.
Mind you, remember, I'm reading the exact text they sent me back.
Yeah.
Fix any typos that are in
They
there.
took all the things I loved about older Mega Man games and did it better.
Oh, we're supposed to reiterate? We're supposed to tell you why?
Oh, no. This question was answer as you will.
Okay.
Blaven said, Mega Man X4.
What was that?
And I'll also reveal TJ's, because I also sent these questions, and he wrote me a paragraph.
Oh!
Hello,
TJ loves Mega Man. That's a thing.
I'd have to say Mega Man Battle Network 4 Red Sun.
I forgot about Battle Network games.
I liked the whole idea of the series, built a deck using data chips and terminating viruses that are affecting the networks all over the world.
Yeah, but fuck.
There was also a versus mode that would have been fun if I knew more people with the game.
Yeah, but
I chose this specific game in the series mostly because the deck I had was amazingly strong.
I have Red Sun, dude. If I start playing Red Sun, we'll play multiplayer.
Alright, we will.
No,
All
but
right.
TJ's so cheap. He'll die.
What are you talking about?
He covers all the spaces.
No. You just gotta know where to stand.
Airhawk.
I'll also do that.
Yo,
You
you're
know
awesome.
who can press A the fastest?
You're awesome.
I think.
So there you go. That's now you gotta know what their favorite Mega Man games are, and if you align with one of those, then you'll probably know which one of us here you like the best.
Incoming Wikipedia page. Which was your favorite Mega Man, Vince?
Mine is Mega Man Zero.
I thought so.
Mission?
That's no Zero.
Zero.
Oh, wait, no, yeah, there is a guy named Zero.
What?
Mega Man Zero.
Mega Man Zero.
What's-
The one for GBA with like him and like
Oh.
the long hair and the moe.
Oh, I didn't know
And
that.
he had elves.
Yeah, I thought of that one after I sent you the text.
I didn't know that existed. I didn't
is
know
my
that was a game.
favorite Mega Man game.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a game.
Those Mega Mans are prone to breaking arms.
They came out with a collection like a year ago. And I was playing it.
Yeah.
You might not have seen me though.
Question 2. Of the 7 main colors, which one would you remove from the rainbow?
That was 2.
Yeah, so this question, I saw a rainbow when I was watering. a
Inspired
plant,
you?
And I was like, I wonder what a rainbow would look like without a certain color. What would these guys pick? And interestingly, you guys all picked the same range of colors.
Okay.
Apart from
Oh.
Anthony, who just didn't pick a color that's legally in the rainbow.
That's hilarious.
I
is
I
hilarious.
googled rainbow, and that color was in it.
So Anthony's answer is purple. Purple is technically not in the rainbow color scheme. It is violet, but I'll let you slide.
I googled rainbow, and that's what was
I
there.
was like, perp.
Okay.
Blaven said violet, and TJ said, I would remove indigo because it's too similar to blue.
And
Honestly,
honestly, I didn't know it was the color of the rainbow.
Yeah, no, me too. Like I removed those ones because they're nearest to the bottom.
Yeah.
They all just melt together, or you can't even see them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just looks like a blue to me.
I just don't like purple.
Yeah.
Ooh. Fighting words.
What about you, Vince? What color?
So
would you-
I had the same idea with you guys. Like, the bottom half is the same sort of gradient. The top half is the same sort of gradient, so I removed green.
Ooh, right in the middle.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Green's the best color.
Gross.
Ugh.
Yeah, so I thought that was interesting.
So you guys didn't spend like an hour like drawing out rainbows without each of the colors, right?
I figured you guys tried to keep the rainbow most balanced as possible.
I just googled rainbow and then picked my least favorite color.
Alright.
That's awesome.
Question 3. Do you use deodorant
Oh.
or antiperspirant,
Jesus.
and what brand? And, the specific.
Blaven said,
type.
no, I poop in my hand and rub my fecal matter under my pits.
Like I said, I tried to keep these questions as random as possible so I could get the widest range of personality types. So Anthony said deodorant.
What?
Speed Stick Original and Old Spice Original.
Shit.
Blaven said I use antiperspirant. I like the Old Spice Fresh Collection. Fiji is my favorite.
That's so specific! Why is this so specific?
What the
Why is that so small, man? No, I just remember what I typed. I'm like, no, don't read it out loud.
Fiji. I gotta sniff that one. Out.
I want to get that new Old Spice soap. The one that smells like watermelon.
And TJ replied with, nope. I use neither because I don't need it.
You don't sweat.
It's so crazy.
You're weird.
Yeah,
so
it's weird how
crazy.
you don't sweat.
So crazy.
I know, right?
Your girlfriend's gonna be like, why are you sweating in bed, baby? I don't know. Yo, you don't make me work hard enough.
Close workout? God.
Yeah.
What is Vince's answer?
Mine is I use antiperspirant
Axe.
because I sweat too much.
What's the difference?
Antiperspirant doesn't allow you to sweat. Deodorant
Yeah.
just covers it up.
Yeah.
Antiperspirant is technically bad for you,
Yeah.
but
It is.
Oh, I like... Oh,
you gotta do what you gotta do.
Oh, I remember. I bought antiperspirant once, and it was like really rough or dry when I put it on.
Really?
But but then deodorant is just like a smooth
Oh, okay.
Mm.
thing.
But yeah, no, it just keeps your
Yeah.
sweat inside, which is not
Makes me
good.
smell good.
No, I use Axe Dry Essence.
Yeah.
And you'll know what it is. It's because it's a Rathalos and a Rathian.
Yes!
And
the
they make
dragon.
it hard.
You actually use Axe body spray?
You don't...
Not spray, no.
Oh.
No, it's the
Oh,
Axe
it's like
brand.
Do
Yeah.
you use Axe in general?
Yeah, I liked it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
What?
man.
In high school, you didn't go...
No.
You know what? I have all that stuff, and I'm like, I don't use this. This is dumb.
I was an old man since high school, since elementary school.
Old
Yeah.
Spice?
I've been using Old Spice all my life.
Yeah.
Old Spice and Speed Stick.
And the final question of the week,
Oh god, this too.
where is the most attractive place for a girl to have a beauty mark?
Okay, what's a beauty mark?
Anything, like a dot, like a mole.
Oh,
Like a
okay,
mole.
okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it
Oh
was.
jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Anthony has no response. I don't know if you want to respond to that now.
Oh, that's why you didn't respond.
On the penis.
Yeah, on a girl's penis.
Okay, that's what
No,
it
it's
is.
not.
She wants it on a girl's penis.
Ka-cling!
No, I don't know. Like I don't know. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter to you.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It doesn't
So it could be anywhere. You don't really care. Tip
Well,
of the nose.
do you find it attractive anyway?
It could be like on the tip of the nose, on an eyelid.
on an eyelid. That's just weird.
Yeah, so when she's sleeping.
Anywhere reasonable,
That's too subjective.
How about
like a cheek, or maybe like just above the upper lip,
It doesn't have to be on a face.
it could be
It could be anywhere.
or like above their butt cheek.
Sure, if that's what you want.
That's cute.
All right. Blaven said.
Left butt cheek, not the right one.
Blaven said the collarbone area.
Yeah.
Do you want to specify? Is it closer to the middle of the chest,
Closer
or
to
the
the
outward to the
middle.
shoulder?
Oh, close to the middle of the chest, just right underneath the
Like
collarbone.
here?
Yeah. It's just, they have just
I've
like,
never seen that
if they have like a
before.
cute little dot there.
So you could stare at it and be like, "I'm not looking at your cleavage."
No. Yeah. Or just like, you're in bed. You're
No,
like,
man, you're not sexy.
playing around with it and you're like, oh, I love your little birthmark. Oh. It'd be worse if it's on the tit and be like, hey, look at this.
That was my second option.
The tit?
Yeah. Upper inside.
So vulgar.
It's boob.
Ah.
Breast.
Breasticles.
Well, since you revealed the
Chesticles.
second option, I'll tell you his number one spot.
Yeah.
The most attractive
Ludicrous
place.
number one spot.
The most attractive place from TJ would be just off the side of her mouth and in between the upper lip. Off the side of her mouth or between the upper lip and the bottom of the nose.
Like right here in the middle?
I was thinking it was and not.
Oh.
so it's
No,
like-
and so it's like
Oh.
it's area only.
Oh, so
Oh.
it's like Eva Mendes.
So wait, like
Oh, Eva
Marilyn,
Mendes
Marilyn
hot.
Monroe?
Yeah.
The iconic one who has it? Yeah.
Okay,
it is pretty
And then
alright.
Vince's answer was
Mine is actually to just beside the belly button.
Oh, that's cute too.
2 beside the belly.
No, just beside.
Oh, I thought you
to
said
the right or
2.
left. To the right or left.
To the windows too.
Yeah.
To the window, to the wall.
But there you go. There's our little get to know segment on the podcast. I hope my questions have helped solidify our personalities if you're a new listener.
Obviously, everybody's realized I'm a racist.
Little bit.
The type of people we are. So as you know, we're just like you. We have
Bitch only uses Old Spice. He must be a racist.
yes. With that out of the way, let us move on to the main event. This spring/summer, or every spring/summer, is Marvel's big comic event, and this year they're doing Age of Ultron.
What was last year's?
Last year's was Avengers vs. X-Men.
That was a year ago.
Yes, it was. So the premise for this is something has happened. No one really knows. Something has happened. Machines have engulfed the world. Machine being specifically Ultron. And for those who don't know who Ultron is, he was the robot created by Dr. Hank Pym, also known as Ant-Man.
Yep.
Or Yellow Jacket,
Yep.
eventually.
He went sentient.
And so he created this Ultron being, and then this Ultron being kind of went sentient and wanted to rule the world. And you know what? It
Good
won.
stuff.
It ruled the world. Superheroes are in hiding. Half the superheroes are dead. Some of them are just fucked up. And we jump into this story right in the middle of it. We don't know how this has happened. We don't know where it's going, and we don't know what's going on. Anthony, why don't you tell me about Age of Ultron and what you thought about it? I don't know. How many issues did you read, actually?
4.
Four. The
There
first
were 4.
four, okay. And Blaine, you mean by the first 3?
3.
Yeah,
3.
okay.
Guess who's a bigger fan? Not me.
Okay.
No. So there's a robot,
Mm,
and he blew up the world,
mm.
and here's gonna stop it.
Yeah. That's all you have to say.
I was lost half the time.
Of course.
I bet you were.
I was so lost, like a lot of the time.
I bet you were throwing in your DC knowledge. Like, where the fuck's Batman?
Yeah, I was like, this guy, that's not Green Arrow. Why is he using a bow and arrow? Who is this? I don't know. Oh wait, it's Hawkeye. And so the cool thing about this is that it went dark from the get go. Like the first issue was Hawkeye infiltrating that apartment building,
Yeah.
and he was just shooting arrows through people's necks. One guy got it in the mouth.
Yeah, it came at the
Like,
back of his head.
Like it was great. It was fantastic.
Yeah, I was surprised how dark it went.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
And face.
Yeah, in the face. I like how these kind of stories starts, where it's like you're thrown into a situation and you're just completely lost.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and this is different than I'm like the lost I am because I barely know anything about Marvel stuff,
Yeah.
but more of like everybody's on the even playing field. Nobody knows
Anything
about the situation. Nobody knows why Manhattan is in ruins. Nobody knows why these mini sentinels are like shooting beams out of their mouths and wrecking fools.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody knows why like Spider-Man is drugged and tied to a chair.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I thought that was really interesting, and that was a really good way to hook me into the story right away. I like basically my favorite parts of this weren't the small action parts. It was actually the exposition portions of the team discussing what's going on. What happened to other heroes? Like there's something about Ultron is infecting people with certain things, and Tony Stark made some weird like mouth guard that X-rays your body. Why is he wearing a glowing suit?
See?
Why is he wearing the Tron suit?
Why is he wearing the Tron suit?
Honestly, I don't really know right now. Apart from the fact that if I recall correctly, Tony Stark's body.
I assumed it was the armor that comes out of his skin.
Well, his body isn't functional, let's say. And
he
has to use all that extra bit to hold him together.
Oh, okay.
Oh, for Tony.
The only thing that's still Tony Stark is his brain.
Oh,
really? He's just all Android now?
It's not really Android. He's kind of like held together by all his little functions, yeah.
All right.
What's it called this time?
I can't remember. Last I remember was like his bleeding edge technology.
Oh, interesting.
I can't remember.
Hot.
Right. Yeah. So that was confusing. I didn't know who a lot of people were. Who's Cage?
Luke
Cage. Who's Luke Cage?
Luke Cage, the Power Man. He was like he was like a
he's like
product
Iron
of the
Fist's
80s.
best friend.
Yeah, he's like Iron Fist's best friend.
Why did She-Hulk lose her long luscious locks?
Again, no one knows.
Okay, that's
they just revamped their look.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Everybody looks different here.
I guess.
What are you gonna do, right?
I liked her better with the long hair.
Yeah, she liked you better with the long hair.
It's true.
I love how you don't know who Luke Cage is.
I don't know who Luke Cage was.
That's funny.
That's
funny.
Who else was there? There's a whole group of people.
Oh, you know Taskmaster. You know Black Panther.
Yeah, I don't know who Black Panther is.
Oh, yeah, never mind.
You know Chunk?
Who's Moon Knight?
What? No, I'm kidding. Yeah,
I don't know who Moon Knight is.
Yeah.
Moon is like Batman.
Okay.
But he's
I liked it when Red Hulk punched Taskmaster in half.
Oh yeah.
That was cool.
What?
Yeah, when he said I didn't trust you with the Ultron technology.
Issue 4?
No, I don't think so.
He doesn't punch Taskmaster. Not that I've seen.
Yeah.
No, then it's 4.
Okay.
Oh, whoops.
Issue 4. He punches him in half.
Dude.
Sorry. I thought it was 3. But yeah, no, there's a lot of...
Sweet!
Yeah.
Damn it.
There's a lot of cool stuff about this, and I really like all the consideration they take into the world. Like, did you guys get to the part where they were deciding who to send to Ultron's proportion?
Yeah.
The thing? When they were talking about when Wolverine wanted to go?
Yep.
And they're like, no, you can't go, because Ultron is made of adamantium, and he will strip your bones and harvest you. And I was like, I was just thinking that as soon as Wolverine said, I want to go, I'm like, you're not going to, well, you're going to get fucked. Right? So, like, all that kind of stuff is cool. Like, every time I had a little thought in my head, the next panel answered it. And that was really surprising that they answered all my questions.
That's good.
And yeah, it made me, I really enjoyed it. And I have read one issue farther, and the farther I go, the more lost I am on characters.
Of course.
Yeah, but it's interesting. I want to know what this vision person robot thing.
Oh.
I don't know. It looked like he had internal organs when he was hanging, but I don't know.
You don't know Vision at all?
No.
That's weird. That's different, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but no, it was an interesting read. It made me go on Wikipedia a lot to look up a bunch of people. Like, I didn't know Ultron was made out of adamantium, but I looked them up on Wikipedia.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was an interesting story, and it got me hooked right away. So yeah, it was fun. It was cool.
Yeah, even though you were lost, you had a good time?
Yeah.
That's great to hear. Blaven, you know much more about the Marvel Universe. So now
some would say the most.
So exactly. So now I'll ask you, the man with all the knowledge, how he felt about Age of Ultron.
I'm super lost.
Oh wow!
I didn't know what the hell was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm out of the comic
game.
Yeah, I'm out of reading comics for like a long time now, so I really didn't know what was going on here. Everybody looks so different than what I remember. Maybe it's just because of the event, but yeah, Tony being in that whole armor suit and stuff, I don't even know. It's good to see like old things never change. Like Cap still looks the same and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's another big event, so I guess it's just massive world-changing type things. The last event I read, I think, was like House of M, and then
2006?
yeah, like a long time ago. But yeah, the big thing that I found about this is that again, Hawkeye is a jerk. Like back in House of M, he did the same thing. He's like one man showing everything, then he gets killed, and then here he's again being a one man show. Like, oh my god, I'm way better than everybody. I'm gonna be, go AWOL and do whatever I want. And I'm sure he's gonna get killed again.
Sounds like Green Arrow.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I enjoyed it. I really don't know what's going on, but the fact that they have to fight against Ultron, they don't know how this all happened. And I mean, they fought Ultron like countless times, so I don't understand how he managed to get an edge on them this time around. So maybe it's because somebody betrayed them or
Because he
whatnot.
governs from the future.
Maybe. And how they're actually going to have to deal with this. I'm sure there's going to be time travel.
Yeah.
That's my biggest thing. Like, I know there's going to be some sort of time travel because I think that they can't beat him at their current state because almost half of everyone's dead. So they're going to have to go back in time and, like, erase his existence or something like that. Like, talk to him not to do anything.
You really think they're gonna go and erase Ultron?
Yes.
That would be game-changing, because then we wouldn't have Vision.
But then again, all these events are always game-changing, right?
That's true, it is.
Like, think about what happened after House of M. No more mutants. Well, there you go, right? Like, you know what I mean? That's also a game changer, right? So,
I wonder what it's like to write an event. It's just like, all right, it's an event. Do whatever you want. It's like, yes!
But it's like...
Must be a fun job.
Yeah, might be.
Or stressful.
But, yeah,
The one guy just hates mutants.
Yeah.
No mutants.
Yeah, reading about...
You know what? That would be like me, yeah.
Yeah, just like no mutants. Yeah, reading about this,
Batman's a woman.
the fact that they took a lot of B-list characters and just put them in there and stuff. Yeah. Again, it reminds me a lot of House of M, where everybody's banded together, heroes and villains, to try and figure things out. So I kind of enjoy it. I think it's because it echoes a lot of House of M, but I didn't really read as much as Anthony did, so I don't know where it's going to go. And I know there's 10 issues, right? So
yeah, six are out now, and where we are at, right, like me and you, Anthony, I'm not Anthony, Blaven, it's just, like, everything's just been set up.
Okay.
Right?
Alright, so nothing has actually happened full on yet. But, yeah, probably won't continue with it. Probably read the synopsis on Wiki or something. But,
Same.
Yeah. Alright, Vince, what about you?
No surprise here, I was lost as well.
Joe.
It's like, how the hell did you tie up Spider-Man? Why is Hawkeye all rampaging on things? Where is everybody? What happened to Natasha's face?
Yeah, she got like a messed up eye.
Yeah, and I'm like, this is just so dark. And I was pretty entertained. I was intrigued. I liked how there's a lot of pages where there's just no text, and they just show, we're in like the shithole of the century now. So brace yourself.
Yeah, the double page spreads.
Yeah, of just no text. It's just, world's gone to hell, and deal with it. All the superheroes in hiding, it's like, well, I'm really curious as to what it is, because all those superheroes, and yet they're cowering in fear. It's like, it's got to be something massive to really stop them. But so far, I mean, nothing really interesting, or there hasn't been anything super intriguing that's wanting me to push forward with it. Like, eventually, we're gonna save the day. At what cost is the curious question, but I don't know if I care enough to continue. But it seems promising. There is potential here. I just don't know if I want to continue with it. But I don't really know what else I have to say on the whole event.
Fair enough.
Like, I was surprised though when, spoilers, they just killed off Black Panther.
Yeah, he just sort of died in the community.
Yeah, he went on like a bitch.
Yeah, well, that's the big thing about these events, the shock value. Somebody's
Yeah.
dead. Whoa.
Yeah, that's true.
Nobody's dead.
But then, nobody really dies.
Nobody dies in comics.
But then he was
for
like
Uncle Ben.
such a bitch. I
Just
don't
got
know.
blasted through a window.
Yeah, and then it's like, crack, broke my spine, I'm dead.
Oh, poor baby broke your spine, oh
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah, I guess the fact that he has this whole backstory of being king of a whole technologically advanced
Yes.
country, and then he
Yes.
just dies from a fall.
He's
Yeah, I
also
guess-
like Ninja of Africa.
yeah.
And
What does he? What is he owns? Why is he rich again? Like, what is he? What's the mineral that he owns?
Vibranium in Wakanda.
there you go,
vibranium.
Captain
Yeah.
America's shield.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Which was broken.
yeah.
Yeah,
what was
he has
up
a shard of it left.
with- yeah, what was that all about, huh?
Oh, I don't know.
And Blaven rolled up.
Yeah. I bet you were like, why is Captain America crying?
Oh, baby.
I just want to comfort him.
I want to put my arms around him and give him a hug.
Oh,
Give him a back rub.
It's okay, Cap.
oh.
We love you.
Yeah. I think that the... I don't know if I really want to say you should go check this out.
You should.
Okay,
You should. If you want to jump in
All
the
right,
comments,
number ratings with your personal attaches.
Like I'm at a 3, and
I'm
I'm
at
like
3 too.
and I'm like satisfied. I'm like, yeah, it looks great, but it hasn't shown me anything that makes me want to continue.
I'm at a 3, and it's an event. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah. It has all the fixings of something good.
Uh-huh.
If you want to jump into comics, go ahead.
Yeah.
It'll be lost, but then if you start from here, I guess you could.
you
You
good
could
to
just
go.
you're good to go, and then you'll just learn from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm also at a 3, and I feel I would have enjoyed it more if I knew who these people were.
Yeah. There's always that little extra bit. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Also, She-Hulk doesn't have long hair, and that's disappointing.
Yeah. For 3 issues, it moves really slow.
Yes.
Like, the pacing just seems so slow, and it's supposed to be 10 books or 10 issues, and the first 3 have gone by, and I feel like we've still not moved anywhere. It either makes you feel like the back half is just going to be rushed, or it's not going to be that big of a deal. Or
They
I
start
don't know.
moving volume 4,
Okay.
so
Yeah. But yeah, there you go. Check it out. Age of Ultron. Sweet stuff.
Mhm.
Let's move into our picks of the week. I will kick off this part of the show. And mine is, there was a recent Nintendo event. Nintendo Direct event, as they like to call it. And the only thing I want to point out is that they're bringing a sequel to probably one of the most acclaimed games of all time. Zelda, A Link to the Past. You guys have played A Link to the Past, I'm
Yep.
assuming? Yeah, you guys like that game?
yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Did you guys play when it came out or after the fact?
Played it
After the
on the Game Boy.
Oh, right, the DX.
Yeah.
I think so. It came with 4 swords.
Is
I
it?
think that was a different. I think that was a GBA one.
No, Link to the Past was GBA.
Oh, what was DX then?
Link's Awakening.
Oh, okay. Wait, which one are we?
Link to the Past.
Okay.
Look your past.
Yeah, I did play to the past on the GBA.
Okay, yeah. I played it a little bit, like, when it came out, but I didn't finish it until it came out to the GBA.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's always been 2 schools of thought on Zelda games. It's either Link to the Past is the best game, or Ocarina of Time.
It's Majora's Mask, but whatever.
No. I fall into the 3D realm, but I completely understand that Link to the Past holds up better. I'm really excited for this game, because I know Link to the Past is a great game.
You're not worried that being a direct sequel is going to have some impossible standards?
You know what? I'm not going in thinking, oh, this has to
Live
to
up to
be-
like a
yeah.
20-year-old game?
yeah, because I'm also the type of person who is you talk to me about old games I love. I know half of it's because of the time and place and when it came out and how it affected me.
You want to play Link to the Past again?
No,
Come on, we could
like
do it
I don't want to
together.
play Ocarina of Time again. Like I love that game, but I know if I go back, that'll ruin the magic.
Let's play it.
No,
We could do a Let's Play.
so I'm pretty sure it's going to be a solid game. It looks pretty cool. It's like bird's eye top down 3D.
Oh, okay.
It's coming out this holiday season.
So kind of like the Phantom Hourglass stuff?
Exactly.
Okay.
Looks like that. But yeah, it comes out this holiday season, and the interesting thing is, we're getting it here first in North America.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Before Japan?
Japan gets it in the spring,
Oh, wow.
so
Gear up.
Yo,
That's-
suck it, Japan with the best.
that's weird because it's also a 3DS game, and you'd think that maybe Japan would want it for Christmas, or in time for the holidays. I mean, but yeah, I don't know. Link to the Past. You guys gonna pick this up?
Probably not.
No, you won't.
Probably not.
Definitely not.
Probably borrow from one of you guys from.
Yeah.
I probably will.
Yeah.
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 Like,
I like Zelda.
I've never finished Link to the Past.
You've never finished A Link to the Past?
Yeah, I've just never played it. Never had the opportunity to
Oh,
keep
wow.
playing it. Yeah,
That's a surprise.
and I've never had the inkling to play it.
Did you finish Ocarina of Time?
Yes, but that's only because it came with the
GameCube?
Master Quest. Yeah.
Thought so.
Yeah. So I never played. I don't think I ever played the original Ocarina of Time. I've only beaten the Master Quest.
Master Quest is a better version.
Yeah, the last Zelda I played was Twilight Princess. And that was fun.
Oh yeah.
So,
sweet.
I'm itching for more Zelda.
So Skyward Sword's available.
Yeah.
Where?
We should really play that one.
As our producer says.
Yeah.
If only I had a Wii Motion Plus and the game.
Yeah.
Damn! Where are you gonna get one of those?
I don't know.
If only I had a Wii Motion Plus that I wasn't using. Oh wait.
Well, I guess I'll never get one.
Damn. But yeah, there you go. Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past 2. Looking forward to it. Playman, what's your pick of the week?
My pick of the week is another 3DS game.
A 3DS game?
It's called Vanguard Ride to Victory, and it's basically, yes, a Vanguard game for DS. It came out in Japan, April 11th.
I'm having
No,
deja vu.
no, it's happened. But what happened was when it got released, the fans attacked Brushiroad's Facebook page. Like, yo, when is this coming out here?
Who's Bushi?
They're the guys who make Vanguard.
Okay.
They're like, oh, we don't know. We don't have any.
Plans.
We don't have any plans to release it. Do you guys like it? And then they release a trailer, like a gameplay video, and then they're just like, yes, we'll buy 3DSs for these. You guys gotta start doing this. And it got like so many likes and so many like comments. They're like, okay, all right, fine. We'll see what we can do. I'm just like, yes. Because I'll buy like 5 copies of this game.
One for each of us?
No, because there's promo cards and I want 4 copies of every promo card.
So you can have a playset?
Second playset. But man, I can't wait. This game looks so sick. So I'm really glad that they're actually thinking about it. They don't know who's gonna get the developer rights. Probably somebody like Atlas or something. I don't know.
Exceed.
Yeah, Exceed's the one who they were thinking might actually get it. So,
yeah, I don't think it would be Atlas because it's not an RPG.
It's not an RPG.
You know who might do it? NIS.
NIS?
Maybe.
You think so?
Nipponichi.
That'd be really cool if they released it, but I don't
But
think
then they'll throw in like Disgaea characters for some reason.
Yeah, of course, just add it in. I don't know when it'll actually be coming out. Probably not for a while. The cards will probably be really outdated by then because they're even outdated now in Japan.
Yeah.
So I don't know how relevant it'll be, but it'll still be fun to play it and just play online and stuff. So my brother Blaze has just been watching gameplay videos of it nonstop.
Wow.
Of people just playing walkthroughs and crappy cameras and stuff. And I told him don't look at it, just forget about it. And then when it comes out,
I want to know though, what's the appeal here? Because it's just
for me, it's the fact that I can just make the decks I've always wanted to without spending $800 for one deck, right?
okay.
You can just keep playing the game, play with your sibling, whatever, play online, get points, and then buy
there
packs.
is an online mode.
Yeah, there is. That's the big selling point for me. Right? I don't have to go anywhere.
That makes sense.
Play, and I don't have to actually buy my. That's the same thing with Yu-Gi-Oh! Tag Force is why I got it because I just played it unfairly and.
Can you do the thing that you could do in the old Yu-Gi-Oh games where you could put in the code on the card and then you get the card in the game?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, but in Tag Force it was just I got all the cards, and then I just made whatever deck that I net decked, and it was just fun to try them all, right?
Yeah.
And that provided me way many hours of just fun on itself. And since this is a game I like, Vanguard, it looks pretty good, and it's a really good. I like how in this game they go through each phase step by step, so it never really skips anything. So it really, because I found that even with Magic, playing Those Are the Planeswalkers, after playing that, it made me a better Magic player because I can visually see all the steps. Now that I can see all the steps for this, it'd be really fun. So, yeah, looking forward to it. Hopefully it gets released. Hopefully they listen, they actually give a release date.
Would you still get it if it's a year from now when everything's outdated?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. Because we can live in the backwards time of the old meta.
Okay.
Where everything's broke.
Okay. Hey, that's great.
Yeah, man.
That's great.
Yep.
Anthony, what is your pick of the week?
My pick of the week is filled with spite and envy. So on Polygon, they linked to a story of... Well, okay, do you guys know... I think I've mentioned it on the podcast before, but I think it's been long enough to where I can just mention it again. You guys know what Stadium Events is?
Yes.
Yeah. It's a really rare NES game.
Let's just call it the track and field misprint.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. If you've ever played track and field for the NES and it has the mat, it's exactly the same game. It's just that Stadium Events, it's when it was released here before Nintendo made it a first-party game to be bundled with, in that 3-pack, right? And then everybody had it. And that was like a US only thing. Like their European stadium events is still stadium events. Only the North American ones are rare.
Yeah.
But this game, whenever found, it's usually pretty mint, but it usually goes for on auction with a minimum of $10,000.
Wow.
So this game was found by someone else. Like usually it's always like, oh, someone found this game, they didn't know what it was. So this son of a bitch, she went to a Goodwill and she found stadium events.
Yeah.
And she said this was a different story rather than not knowing what it was. She knew exactly what it was. Yep. And as I like the story, the interview, it went through like her emotions as she was buying the game, and it was just like, I looked at this game and I immediately snatched it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, she's like, her heart was racing because she knew she was holding a gold mine in her hand.
Yeah.
And hopefully no one else in the store knew.
Yeah.
So she went up to the register, paid like $2 for it, left, and then put it on eBay or like put it on auction. And it sold for about, I think it was $12,000.
Yeah.
And now it's just a crazy story. And now she's using it towards her college tuition to pay off her debts and stuff. And I'm just super jealous every time one of these stories come up. Because it's like, I go thrift shopping for games all the time. Why can't I find stadium events? What the hell?
Oh, man.
I just want to be instantly rich.
You wouldn't keep it, though?
I wouldn't keep it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's surprising, considering your video game collection.
If I can sell anything for $200 and up, I'll sell it.
Oh, that's interesting.
I'd keep all my Black Lotuses.
I'd sell so many Black Lotuses. I sell all the Black Lotuses.
So basically, if you opened a warehouse full of Black Lotuses,
I'd sell them all. Their weight in gold. Go. Yeah. So like for me, it's like I do enjoy collecting games. Like that is my main hobby.
Yeah.
As you say very disapprovingly. Yeah. Shut up, toy man.
Whatever.
I'll find a plastic figurine.
Whatever.
But something that rare, I wouldn't take enough care of it for it to be worth me keeping it. Like that kind of game, it's just something that's so rare, so valuable. Like I want to give it to those guys who are like, this is in a vacuum sealed area. This is a piece of history.
I like this.
Yeah, because I would play stadium events.
So?
And that would ruin its value. You inserted it into an NES.
You're one of those people.
No, I'm not. I'm saying I would. I wouldn't want that kind of game, that kind of rarity to be spoiled. So I'd give it to someone else who wouldn't play it.
Your mouth is moving, and all I'm hearing is, this is a bullshit excuse for me to make money.
Yeah, it's also I want to make $10,000 off a 30-year-old, 40-year-old game.
You would want to keep it. Wait 10 years from now, it's like $50,000.
Okay, where do they sell these?
Huh?
Where do they sell them?
What do you mean?
Where do they sell this?
Like, where do people resell it?
Yeah,
it's usually auction sites, just eBay and stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah, or Amazon.
Yeah. Really?
Or if you can find a local retailer.
Yeah.
You could sell it to them, but usually local retailers don't have that kind of money.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, yeah, sure, I can find a thing that's worth $100,000. Who would pay for it, right?
Yeah.
So I guess you have to go on eBay.
Yeah. So the one thing there are multiple ways to get your product known out there. There is just to sell it on eBay. Hopefully someone catches it. Like there's a great site called Game Sniped, and what they do is that they just browse the internet for rare auctions of video game memorabilia. And so if you go on there, they'll update every day with new auctions and new interesting auctions. So it's not always games. It could be like weird magazines. It could be like there was a Final Fantasy 1 orb, like crystal orb, that was selling, and that thing goes for like $100,000 every time it goes on sale, but no one ever buys it.
Wow.
Or you can go to there's a video game grading company where you can either go to them or you can ship to them. That's more of a risky thing.
Yeah.
But they grade the quality of your game. And so they do things like, what are the chips like? What pristine condition is the case in? And like, what's the yellowing on the plastic and stuff? And they give it a grade. And so that can have either negative or positive effects. So if you get a really high grade from them, you can sell it for a lot more than what the going price is. But the thing is, if you get it graded and it's worse than the average, you have an official record of it being worse, so you kind of lost money. Like you probably lost like $2,000. Yeah.
Oh man.
So there's a lot of risk reward with that kind of stuff. But it's just really interesting. Like this rare consumer market for video games is kind of crazy. I think the rarest game I own or I've ever bought was Nocturne, and at the time I only bought it for $40, and that's not really that expensive in the grand scheme of things. So.
Wow. Yeah, wow. Holy crap. That much money for just the...
$10,000 is the average selling price for that game.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Think about how many cards I could buy with $10,000.
2?
2 cards, 2 Black Lotuses.
Like 5 lands. Damn.
Yeah, if I was into video game collecting as much as I am into toys, then I'd probably keep it and open it.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. It's like you play with your toys. Like
Yeah.
I bet if you got like a really rare like 80s Transformer, you play with it.
Yeah.
But like I know I would play with that game.
So what's wrong with that?
But I just don't want to ruin it. That's like
Why?
That's like getting the Mona Lisa and it's like I'm going to hang it up in my garage and protect it.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know, it's just there's something wrong about it.
I don't know, guys. Why are video games made? To play them.
Yeah, but that game is so old, and data on those chips doesn't last that long.
Yeah, so you get to experience it, and then you're done.
So
But
if this game doesn't even work and somebody buys it,
No one's ever gonna know because this whole mentality is we just leave it sealed.
Just leave it sealed.
so it just sits there doing
For all
nothing.
you know, the game inside the box, if it's like still plastic wrapped, could not even be that game.
Oh.
I've never seen a sealed copy of even in things. I've never seen a factory sealed copy of Stadium Events.
Could you imagine?
Like print, like mint. It's like yo, this has been hiding in like an airtight box for 30 years.
Yeah, time capsule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buried in my backyard.
That would be pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
But yeah, it's just a crazy story. Like
Video games.
And what people will spend how much money they will spend on them.
Who would buy it?
Collectors.
Yeah.
Just a guy with just 100K to burn.
Yeah, like I know Tommy Tallarico is a very big video game collector, and he has a lot of crazy rare shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that surprising. Look at comic collectors. I mean, comics
true.
go for millions.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? Like, so...
First issue Spider-Man.
That, or the... What's the one with Captain America? First appearance of Captain America.
Oh, I don't know.
That went on during the war.
I just thought, if you collect something that much, collect a car or something. At least then you can drive it around and be cool.
But even then, like, I don't think like there was episode of Top Gear where they had that old Ferrari California.
Yeah. And
it was a really rare one. That guy doesn't drive that car at all. He just keeps it in like a glass prison.
Yeah.
And he's like, this is always at this degree. It changes based on humidity. It like does all this stuff to keep the car in perfect condition.
Is that really true?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what car collectors are like.
Wow, but what if like
they just have a giant garage and they just keep them in there?
But where do they get all this money?
They're rich.
They're rich. You
What
gotta
do
be
you mean? Where
rich.
do they get this money? Of course they're rich.
To collect things, you must be rich.
Do you think that they become rich to collect these things, or they're rich and then they start collecting them?
I think they become rich and they're like, I have so much money. What can I do? Like, what could I've done that I could never have dreamt of beforehand?
I think it's just a little bit of both.
Okay.
I don't think you wake up one day and you're like, I'm going to collect high-end vintage automobiles. I don't think that just happens.
Yeah. You just wake up and instead of saying cars, you say automobiles.
I think that their whole life they must have had some sort of vested interest in it.
Yeah.
Or something.
Like, if I were rich, I would buy all the copies of Stadium Events, destroy all of them but one, and then be like, this is the only copy left on the earth.
Wow.
Like, who's gonna buy it?
Yeah, who wants it?
Wow.
Who wants it?
Wow.
But what? Damn.
Wow. There you go, private collections.
Holy
Pretty
smokes.
much, yeah.
Yeah. You Blaven looks stunned.
I'm stunned. This much money for
Yeah.
a piece of plastic? Then again, piece of cardboard still.
Piece of paper in comics.
Yeah. Yeah, but comics is a collection of papers. What he's referring to is a single card.
A single Black Lotus.
Yeah, like, I can't believe that trading card can go for that much.
Yeah, one of the newest Yu-Gi-Oh cards, one of the newest hotness goes for $100 a card.
Yeah. Like, I find that crazy.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
At least yours has joints and shit.
I know, mine has actual material. Yo, man. Shogoken Saber, full of nickel.
That's literally full of money.
Yeah.
Damn.
There you go. Okay, now that we're gonna... a little bit stunned with that.
Our hobbies are absurd.
All hobbies are absurd.
Yeah, all hobbies are absurd when you get into the extremes.
Yeah. When you get to the nitty and gritty, they're all pretty dumb.
Yeah.
So moving into our weeks, Blaven looks too stunned to talk.
No, I just remembered. Back when I was a kid, when I first watched Yu-Gi-Oh!, couldn't afford to buy the cards. You know what I did, guys?
He drew them.
Yeah, I drew them out and I cut them all out. uneven pieces of paper and stuff, and made up the rules and stuff. Now I can buy all the cards I want. I see what you mean now. I see what you mean. Like, this is like you've always had the vested interest.
Yeah.
And then when you get okay, I got it.
And when you have money, then you can exploit that interest.
Yeah, it's true. Hey.
Yes. Okay. Moving on to our picks of the week, or not our picks of the week, our actual weeks. I'll again open this segment up. I did 2 things this week.
Oh,
Hot.
what?
Well, I did more than 2 things, but a lot of them are just repeats of what we've regularly been doing, like Monster Hunter, Fire Emblem, Game of Thrones, all the regulars. Initial D.
God.
All doing that still. What I have been doing that's new is I watched an anime. I watched the first 2 episodes of Code Geass.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Oh, cool. You're basically caught to where I am.
Sweet.
What'd you think?
Code Geass certainly looks promising.
Oh my God! Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Do I have to watch this
It
now?
is certainly.
Didn't it blow you away in like the end of first episode?
Yeah, it
I
is.
was like, what is?
It has its own style to it, and it's real clever.
It's Clamp, right?
Yeah, right?
I mean, apart from
It's Clamp? Okay.
the beginning 10 minutes where they introduce 2 children and then they meet after a time skip, and you're like, by just the most convenient method of
So
meeting
good,
you.
right?
Yeah. Apart from that, and they ask you to really care for that relationship, that's a little, but
Oh, boy.
everything else, it's just, I don't want to be like, this show's amazing. I just want to be like, yeah, it's impressive.
Yeah.
Like, the way the show opens up, there's a lot of good stuff here. It's mech heavy, but you can tell the focus isn't really on the mechs.
It's not.
It's all on these characters
Yeah.
and the setup for the 2 main leads.
Did you get to the episodes? Did you get to the Lancelot?
When Lancelot just terrorizes.
Terrorizes everybody?
Yeah.
It's so good, right?
Yeah. Just like, oh man, Lancelot.
It's friggin' awesome.
And I love how Lancelot's pilot has to wear all white.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Fuck, I need to watch this show now.
So what would you think about Lelouch?
Yo, Lelouch could be my favorite character of all time.
Yeah, I told you. He's so good.
Everybody's been telling me, yo, Vince, you love Lelouch. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. Watch it. Holy shit, Lelouch. Man.
Yeah, I know.
I love it. Like, so he's the villain, but the story portrays him as the hero.
There is no hero, right?
Yeah.
He's an anti-hero.
So it's fantastic. The show, I believe this production studio, Clamp, is known for their really lanky, skinny dudes.
Yeah.
Triple X Holic.
Super
Or just straight X. That was another one where it's really lanky angels.
In this show, it really does well.
I actually like the art style, the lankiness.
For this show, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, for this show, it seems to fit.
Yeah.
For some reason, Lelouch looks better lanky. I couldn't imagine him any other way.
Yeah, like he's like devilishly like skinny, and he's like he's like, I feel like it really plays well to their over animated personalities.
Yes.
And
yes.
Yeah, so Code Geass, I'm probably gonna stick on more and continue watching. And
you know, Clamp is a group of women, right?
No.
Yeah, they're writing and animation. They're a bunch of women.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're a group of women.
But I also don't know if it's just because I've been watching other sorts of anime that all kind of look the same, but yeah,
fresh page.
It's just fresh, yeah, and like no one looks like a child. Everyone looks like, yo, that's an adult. That's a girl. That's a woman.
I'm not. The androgyny is not messing me up here.
Yeah, no, like in the girls in high school, they look like they're mid-20s.
Yeah.
They don't look like they're 7.
Yeah.
So it's super refreshing
in
today's day and age to see something like this.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's great. The other thing I did was read Sword Art Online's chapter 16.5.
The end? The true ending or something?
No, it is not a true ending. It actually, if you guys...
Porno?
Huh?
The porno fanfic?
Exactly. And it's not fanfic. It's canon.
It's canon.
It is
hot.
Canon.
I read that.
It is canon.
Wow. It's pretty hot for canon.
So, fortunately, TJ left the room because he's the other SAO fan in here, but he read it as well. Of course, we loved it. It's fantastic. Basically, it takes place. If you've watched the anime, there's about 8 to 10 episodes in. Asuna and Kirito have a little honeymoon vacation, and in the anime, it's very kid friendly. You know, it's we got a cabin,
Sunshine,
whatever.
lollipops.
We're fishing one day, picking flowers the next, piggybacks and whatnot.
But what are they doing at night?
Exactly. And this entire chapter, the reason it's called 16:5 is because it takes place between 16 and 17. And it is the night that they first engage in sexual intercourse.
Really?
Yes. And it is amazingly descriptive.
It's very good
Amazing.
writing. Very good writing.
Wait, is this like a? Is this a? You read it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not like
It's a novel.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, sort of. Yeah, it started out as a light novel, right?
Oh, okay.
And so yeah, this is all written by the lead author,
Yeah.
or the only author, and he put it in the original book when they were first selling the books. But when their first sales run came back in, they didn't realize the demographic actually skewed lower,
Like real low.
to
Okay.
what they thought it was going to be. So, and then when he put this in, he rethought about it and said, "No, I don't think I can let that fly."
That's smart.
Right? He can't do it. And the publisher agreed, took it out, but he posted it on his website.
Okay.
And then he said, "This is part of the story. That's how I envisioned it." At SakuraCon, he was called out for it, and he said, "Yes, it's real, but I don't want to talk about that. Let's pretend like it never happened." So the author acknowledges that it is completely canonically there,
Right.
but it has just been removed from any sort of official documentation.
Right.
But yeah, I don't really know what else there is to say. Like, if you want to read a porno originating from anime characters, here you go.
Hot.
And usually fanfic's really bad, but this isn't fanfic, and it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's there is one line where I just kind of blew my load.
Gross.
What?
I don't want to envision you.
No, I'm joking. But let's just say it has something to do with 2 years.
I want to envision you with your pants around your
2
ankles,
years.
slowly stroking
2 years?
2
your
years.
long, hard member.
2 years. And it's crazy because Sword Art Online takes place in a virtual world, and so they have to justify why you can have sex, why
In an MMO?
why these parameters have been created in this MMO. And
So what? They're doing it for 2 years?
no, they're not doing it for 2 years.
You want some tantric ass sex?
No,
Whoa.
but yeah.
It's pretty good.
If you guys want to check it out, go ahead.
Just Google it. It'll be like the first thing.
Yeah, it's actually only available as a translated Google Doc for English readers.
Damn.
And I don't think you can find the Japanese source anymore.
How long is it?
Oh, it's a good length.
Yeah.
It's decent.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well,
it's a chapter basically.
You know, people
you're
are
reading
like,
a
I
book.
want story in my porno. This is that.
Yo, it's hot, man.
Blaven's gonna go home and read it like instantly.
What makes you think I'm not doing it right now?
Oh, that's true. You are on your phone
Hilarious!
searching
Hilarious, you guys.
for it. Well, you found it.
Yeah, maybe.
It helps if you know what these characters look like.
Yeah, I know how they look like.
Good.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Anyway, go on.
Yeah.
Whew!
That was my week. That was the only interesting things I did.
This ain't frigid.
It certainly is not frigid.
Inside jokes.
Anthony, what have you been doing this past week?
So this week, I also watched an anime.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Liar.
It's also older though. Trigun.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
All right, you guys know Trigun.
Yeah.
Nah.
No.
Yeah.
All right, for kids who don't know, all you youngins who are like, I only watch moe stuff. So this one came out like I want to say like early 2000s, late 90s.
I want to say mid 90s.
Mid 90s, really that old?
And I'll check while you guys
All right.
argue it out.
Yeah, but it follows the story of Vash the Stampede.
Yeah.
Also known as the humanoid typhoon. He in this Wild West world, he is the $60 billion double dollar man.
As in that's
Yeah.
the warrant out.
That's the
Mid-90s.
warrant, huh? Mid 90s.
1996 and 1999.
All right, and so he is he has the warrant out for his arrest because he caused some great disaster. And it follows his story. So he at the beginning he is traveling through like start off. I watched like the first 4 episodes a long time ago when I was first getting into anime. But then I kind of just dropped it. I don't know, like it wasn't because it was bad. It wasn't because I just forgot. Like I think I started watching Eureka 7, and I was like, this is way prettier.
Okay.
Yeah. But then so like recently it came out it's on Netflix. So I started watching it again, and I forgot how much I love this story of Vash. He's kind of he is, I guess I wouldn't say he's exactly like Kenshin, but he's very similar in a lot of ways. Like he's kind of he's the really skilled guy who kind of just wants to be a bumbling
Idiot.
doofus, so that nobody realizes that he's a total badass.
Sounds like Genshin.
Yeah, pretty much.
Both guns.
Yeah, both guns in Wild West
Yeah.
in the future. There's just like weird future tech and other stuff. But at the beginning, it's just a story about him traveling from city to city, trying to make sure that nobody figures out he's Vash the Stampede.
Yes.
And there's also two insurance agents who are looking for him. One is Millie Thompson, and then I forget the other girl's name. But Millie Thompson's my favorite.
Meryl Streep.
Oh, Meryl Streep. Millie Thompson's my favorite because she's like this like almost 6 foot tall girl, but she's kind of like a goofy, lovable girl, and she's really strong, abnormally strong for her for being a woman in that universe, and she always carries around a giant minigun under her coat. So there's a lot of jokes about like they'll get confronted by guys, and she'll act all scared. But then all of a sudden, the strap will break on her minigun, and it'll like fall down. They'll be like, "How is this woman holding this gun? Let's run away!" And just like silly jokes like that. But yeah, it's so far it's more of a comedy than anything. They've had some pretty good gunfights.
Yeah.
But if you've seen like Rumble in the Badlands, like nothing bad, like badass gunfights like that has happened. But it's really good. And
how far are you again?
Episode 7. They just got on the
okay.
train.
So you haven't seen the end, right?
No, I haven't seen.
No,
the
okay.
end.
You know those crazy ass gunfights you're talking about?
Yeah,
that all happens in the end.
Oh, okay,
that's all the end is.
That's all. All right,
it's
sweet.
amazing. The end. I'm telling you right now. We used to watch it in the anime club at my high school, and holy shit, the last bit is just like woo.
It's just your.
It's just amazing. No, it's like.
I know he has a brother named.
No,
Knives.
I know, and you love like confrontation between ultra overpowerful beings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you not seen the movies?
I saw Rumbles in the Badlands, so I know about.
Oh, okay.
I know about Wolfwood and his giant cross gun. Yeah.
You'll like it, I think.
Yeah.
A lot.
So there was this thing that so I watched this, but also there was another series called Grenadier.
Yeah.
And that was also kind of like in the Wild West, but it was more of like the main character was a girl with blonde hair, blue eyes, big boob girl, and they were also like super powerful beings in the Wild West, and she could do all these crazy things with guns. Like she could do Wanted style shit where she would like curve bullets and stuff, or her gun was so old and crappy that no one else but her could use it, and it was so hard to pull the trigger that only really strong people could do it.
Yeah,
and so or she had like stupid attacks where she would take the hammer, which is the part that hits the bullet. She would take it off the gun. Put the gun on a person and then punch the bullet with the hammer. It would make a more devastating shot. Yeah, and she would always reload by bullets coming out of between her cleavage, and she would like swipe the air with her 6-shot revolver.
Oh yeah, okay. I think I have seen this anime. Yeah,
and that like watching Trigun the movie got me interested in Grenadier because I wanted to see if they could do badass fights like the movies. Yeah. But yeah, so I'm really forward to getting into the badass fights. They've hinted at a lot of Vash's weird powers that have to do with these plants that are around, like not like actual plants, but like power plants. And I'm really interested in actually finishing it this time because it's a classic. So yeah.
You finished Kenshin, right?
No, I've only read the first volume of Kenshin.
Oh, that's interesting.
That one's I think that one's way better.
Sword fights rather than gunfights.
Yeah, but the sword fights they make, it's just awesome.
I usually do like melee battles better than projectile battles because it feels more personal. But yeah, I'll probably actually do Kenshin next or the one after because I also want to read Stardust Crusaders, JoJo, and I haven't started that yet either. On video games, I've been playing a free-to-play game on the PC. It's called OS or Osu, or I don't know how you pronounce it. But pretty much it's Elite Beat Agents for free. So if you've played a Wendon or Elite Beat Agents, it's a rhythm game where you click on the buttons to timing and you can do, there's like little drag buttons and spin buttons. Yep. But what people have done is they've taken that gameplay, they've made their own game for it, and they've made custom maps, or beat maps, what they call. So you can download these beat maps for your computer, and you just get all these anime songs or video game songs or just songs in general that you can play Elite Beat Agent style to. And it's really fun. There is also a paid version of it, but there's nothing like kind of like free-to-play games where you get really big advantages in that. This is all convenience features. Okay. It's just like instead of having to go to the website to get the songs, you can download songs from the website straight within the application rather than opening up a browser. And there's more leaderboards and stuff.
What's the pricing structure like?
It's actually I think it's $2 per week.
Week.
It's like a time thing. So for 2 years, you can get 2 years of the premium for $52.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it's I didn't pay, like my friend gave me a month of it, so I thank him. But it's actually really fun, and I really did like Elite Agents, and I even went to go play the Owendon games because I wanted more of it, and I still want more of it, so I got this game. And it's a really fun free PC game. You can also play multiplayer for free.
Okay.
So if you have friends who want to play it as well, you can download that, and it's just cool because you can get all kinds of weird anime openings and just different songs that you want to play.
Is there like American songs on it?
Yeah. Like I have "Don't Stop Me Now" by Queen on it.
Nice.
Yeah, and like I have "Dick in a Box" by Lonely Island.
Nice.
And people make the custom beat maps, or you can make your own. It's really easy. Also, the cool thing about this download, it automatically downloads into your system, like where it's stored in program files. But if you go into the songs menu, in each folder, all the songs are MP3s. So at the same time, you're downloading the beat map, but you're also downloading the MP3 of it. So you can go into there, copy it over, put it on your iPod, put it on your music player. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. It's really well set up for a free game. And then the last game thing I've been playing is Ninja Gaiden 3, Razor's Edge.
Razor's Edge!
Yes.
Oh,
Razor's
baby.
Edge.
Yes.
I talked about it yesterday. I played the demo. Or yesterday. Last week.
Yeah.
I played the demo of it.
Yep.
And it was really fun. And so this game was $40 when I went to EB, and I picked it up. And I don't regret it, actually. I'm very surprised. I don't regret it.
He says that with the most nervous chill in his throat. I really don't.
No, it's cool. You can play as 4 different characters. So there's Ryu Momiji from Dragon Sword. You can play as Ayane and Kasumi, which is a new one. Also, they've added in all the DLC weapons as just content in the game. So as you go through, they've changed the gameplay as well. Before it was supposed to be like it's a personal story of Ryu, like how does he feel after killing all these countless of peoples in the previous 2 games, and what does it mean to put your sword into another man's flesh? And it's like it was really fucking stupid. So there were things like enemies would cower and be afraid if you just brutally murdered their teammates and stuff. So they cut all that out, and it's kind of more like Ninja Gaiden 2, just toned down a bit. Yeah. The only thing is though, bosses are fucking insanely hard the first time you face them. It's like they're bosses, they're supposed to be hard, but the thing is, it's like I went up 2 difficulty levels in this boss fight. The first time I faced the boss, every time I died in the double digit of times, and I'm pretty good at these games. I'm gonna put that out there. Like I beat Ninja Gaiden 2, or I got halfway through Ninja Gaiden 2 on Master Ninja before I was like, this boss is one-shotting me, so I'm just gonna leave. But other than the bosses being really frustrating, the rest of the game is fun. They brought back obliteration techniques, which were like if a NPC loses a limb, you can do like some cinematic ultimate decapitation move. They brought back the gore and blood, and there's something really visceral about doing. There's a new mechanic called Steel on Bone.
What?
Yeah.
Wolverine?
Yeah. So what happens is that enemies will do certain like really heavy damaging attacks.
Yes.
Usually they're unblockable. But if you dodge them, you can counterattack, and you do this thing where you take your weapon and you do a really hard heavy swing into them, but then it zooms in, slows down, and you hear like bones crunching and like organs ripping and blood splurting. And it's just something really visceral and satisfying about that.
If you were a psychopath.
Whatever, man. It's something that action games haven't done for me before. It's something where it's like, I'm playing Devil May Cry. It's like, I kept that guy in the air until he exploded. Yeah. But this one, it's like the sound effects and the visual effects of hitting a guy and just seeing like a cut just dig into him, and it's obviously like it's like they're ripping like cabbages and stuff, because it's really overproduced the sounds of bones and stuff. But it's really visceral, really satisfying, and it kind of pulls you into murdering people. which sounds really bad.
Does that not just...
As I just said it. Holy shit. But no, it really makes me want to do that move over and over again.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
that's great.
It's a really fun game. It's a really big improvement over the previous one. I would say that it's almost a completely different game in the way it plays. The story's utter garbage.
Yeah.
It's paper thin and it's terrible.
Okay.
And but the bonus content, like the trial missions, they have a multiplayer now where you can go up against other people.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can actually you get your own ninja to customize and stuff, so you can get like different masks and different weapons and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And that's actually pretty fun and pretty creative. But yeah, I really enjoy this game, and at a $40 price point, it's the perfect price. I feel completely fine. If you were a fan of Ninja Gaiden 2,
yeah,
I would be completely fine telling you to pick this up at its current price point.
I'm trying to think. What are the other action games you played in the last year? Devil May Cry. What else is that? Okay.
The last year?
Yeah.
Bayonetta was 2 years ago.
Okay, I'm going to put those two. Devil May Cry and Bayonetta and this. They're all $40.
All right.
Which one do you go for?
Bayonetta.
And then?
Which Devil May Cry?
The
4?
Yeah. No, the newest.
So this one. So it goes Bayonetta, this, Devil May Cry.
You think this is better than Devil May Cry?
On a pure gameplay like action, which is the thing I care about the most, I pick this over Devil May Cry.
Ladies and gentlemen, Anthony Fallucco.
I'm watching the Steel on Bone thing you're talking about right now, and like it looks brutal.
Yeah.
And how do you? This isn't something you play with a squeamish person.
No, it's not. It's a very graphic game. It is a hard M, like real hard.
Yeah. Like
enemies will lose their limbs, and then once they do that, they kind of go into like a crazed mode.
Yeah.
And they will, if they grab you while they have no limb, they will suicide themselves on top of you and into a fountain of blood and mess of limbs and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and body parts stay on the ground; they don't just appear. So like afterwards, you can look at your work. Like it's like
wow,
Is this a game for you? Think this is interesting, Blaven?
Whoa!
You know, like in Dead or Alive, you know when you do Hayabusa Zazuna drop, the spinning pile driver to the floor. Usually, it's like they landed on their shoulders, and then they get up. In this one, it's they hit the ground, their head explodes into pieces.
Yeah,
and then they're dead because then blood is leaking out their neck.
Wow! Holy smokes! At least with Devil May Cry, I don't feel like these are demons. They're not really humanoids, but this is just these are dudes.
Yeah, they're dudes. And then there's even when you kill demons with the obliteration techniques, it's bad. Like they explode into green blood because they're fiends, but they get messed up nonetheless. Like you can impale a guy with a bow staff. So like one of the obliteration techniques is that you hit a guy so hard through the stomach that it comes out the back of him, and then you kind of like, you're on my staff, and then you just rip it off, and he falls into two pieces.
Huh. Wow. This sounds like the game for you.
Yeah, it's a very visceral, very visually dramatic game. And it's also like on the gameplay portion, it's very technical. It's a lot different than a Bayonetta or a Devil May Cry. It's not as combo heavy, and it's more of making the right attacks and when, and kind of like what enemies are around me, what can I do, or what weapon is the best in this situation. Because in the harder difficulties, if you make a mistake, that's like half a life bar gone.
I'm surprised you didn't pick up Rising.
I didn't realize that. Like Vince told me after the fact that apparently Rising's price went down, and I didn't know. If I knew, I would have got Rising, but I got this, and it's really good. I really enjoy it.
It's weird to me that you're getting the same game.
What do you mean?
Like, you have 3.
No, I don't have 3.
Oh, you never had 3?
No, I played 3 in the demo.
Oh,
and then I played it at a friend's house for a while. And the thing is that game was way too easy for what I want out of a Ninja Gaiden game because of the whole enemies cowering away, and the Steel on Bone was really easy, and the combat was also super easy. But in this one, they amped up the difficulty of the combat. They took away the cowering enemies, and they've the mechanics that they had in 3, like the Steel on Bone, actually fit in well to the new gameplay mechanics.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's fun. I really enjoy it. If you were a fan of 2, pick up 3.
Pick up 3?
Yeah. Razor's Edge edition only though. Don't pick up OG 3.
Huh.
1 is still the best though.
Would you pick up Gillette Mach 3?
What?
I don't know. I don't think you're a fan of those games, are you?
I liked 1, but I didn't like 2.
1 is a completely different game.
I didn't like 2.
1 is by far the best out of those 3.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
1 is what, like super technical? Or
1 is super technical, and it's hard to a point where it's fair. It's like I can think my way around this. But in 2, it was like Itagaki was like, someone beat my game. Fuck you. And then they're like, all right, now it's 30 enemies on screen at once. The harder difficulties, you just get one-shotted, even though you have a full maxed out health bar. Have fun. And people still beat it. And then he was like, you know what? I'm just going to do a sexual harassment suit, and I'm going to leave this company.
What? That happened to the guy?
Yeah, he got in a sexual harassment suit. And he
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Now he's making a new game. It's like Devil's something.
Oh, yeah.
Devil's Third.
Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah.
It'll be something.
Yeah.
Damn. All I remember doing in Ninja Gaiden 1 was like doing that jump, and then he like flies across the screen and cuts heads off. And I'm like, yes.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's as gory as it got, right? It was just like, and it wasn't even blood. It was just like, oh, his head came off, and then he fell.
Yeah.
But in 2, it was like limbs coming off, torso cuts. Like you can cut a guy from the right shoulder down to his left torso.
Yeah.
And just like diagonal clear cut him through the body.
Sounds like Rising.
Yeah, but that you can cut anywhere you want.
Damn.
Don't watch me play the Rising demo, because I don't kill people, like, real nicely. I just, like, I'm going to cut off only this leg, and then I just run away.
Crazy.
So, yeah, it's fun. It's really fun.
Well, it sounds like it.
Yeah, I already beat it, too. I beat it twice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
What? Really?
Yeah, there's so many mission modes. It's fucking crazy.
Wow. You beat it that quickly? What is it, like 3 days?
It's about a 6-hour game.
What?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, it's not long at all.
Huh.
Whoa.
Well.
I don't know how much of that was me just having played the previous games. I played it on normal as well, the highest difficulty that was given to me at the time.
Wow, and it was only on the highest difficulty. It was only
it was easy and normal. But then after you beat the game, there's hard, and then there's Master Ninja, and then there's Ultimate Ninja.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn, son.
Wow.
So yeah, it's fun. It's really
Holy
fun.
shit. 6 hours for $39.99? I guess I can't.
But
really...
the thing is, like
I can't. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's the game type.
It's the game type. It's like I really like that technical thing, but also the thing is that the story isn't, for me at least, isn't the main part of those games. It's the trials afterwards that you unlock are the main parts. Where it's like, here's a scenario of like, here's like 3 bosses at once. Try and deal with this. Like that's the game for me.
All right.
Yeah.
Damn.
Blaven's gonna go buy Ninja Gaiden 3.
All day.
I'll let you borrow it and just watch you be frustrated.
No, my brother would love it. He loves that kind of game. I watch him play and I'm flabbergasted about how good he is.
All right.
Yeah.
He beat 2, right?
Yeah, I beat 2. I beat 2.
He
He
my brother.
beat 2?
Yeah,
I don't know if he cheated or not. No, he cheated for Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember watching him play. I'm like, man, how do you like this game? It's like you're dying in this underwater level, and spikes are coming out, and then you have to breathe too.
Oh, that one's hard. That was 1.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, is it 1?
That part was 1. Yeah, there was the underwater portion.
Maybe
that one was hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's fun. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Now I sound like a crazy person,
Dude,
but
You do.
dude,
Yeah.
Shinobi's way better. With the red scarf, that was terrible.
he's stylishly better. I wouldn't say the game is any better.
That game was so funny.
It's so hard, that game.
Really?
I own it. I haven't beat it.
You.
The PS2 game. I have not.
You
beat
out of all the
Shinobi.
people haven't beaten
I have
it.
not beat Shinobi.
It's a hard game.
It's
How far did you
fucking
get?
hard. I got halfway
Did you beat it?
because there's like
I
8.
beat it, but man.
There's like 8 worlds.
The
right?
last level's really tough.
The one where there's no fucking floor and it's just
Oh, you have to keep jumping?
yeah, and it's just floating roofs.
That's
Yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah, that's a fucked up level.
You just wall kick and then dash, air dash.
Yeah, you can't touch the
Stump.
floor. It's like you gotta time how long your wall dashes go so you can
Yeah.
wall kick to something else.
Yeah, as I've gotten older, like these kind of games, just no interest anymore.
Remember that commercial? It was Hiro Nakamura. He's like, Shinobi's back!
Yeah.
He was in the arcade,
Yeah,
and the scarf just comes out of the room.
Yeah.
For me, I'm of the camp of games are kind of babified now. Like they're real easy. So
That's great.
So having a really hard, like a really challenging game is fun
Yeah.
for me.
How are you gonna follow that up, Blaven?
Well, speaking of babyfied, I've been playing my 3DS Bratz Shopping Queen. No.
Oh right, you both are playing hardcore games right now. Yeah.
You think this is hardcore?
Etrian Odyssey?
Yeah, but
Yeah, that's hardcore.
no,
of the
but this is the
hardcore.
easiest out of all the Etrian Odysseys.
Still, it's still pretty rough, man. I can't play those games.
Yeah, so I've been playing Etrian Odyssey 4, and
Yeah.
I think I mentioned it before that I bought it, and I'm having a lot of fun actually with this game. I over-leveled
Mm-hmm.
because that's how
fucking
this
cheating.
is what Blaven does.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, game's still tough.
Okay.
Yeah, I still find it hard to fight enemies because in this kind of RPG
Foes.
game, like it's a roguelike game, so basically you go down to dungeons. The story's not really the overarching narrative is kind of weak.
Or non-existent.
Non-existent. There's a mission, but your characters are all generated by you, so it's not like they're established characters,
Yeah.
which I think they're trying to remedy in the next one.
Yeah. You know what? Like, everybody always puts out the argument, but because you create these characters, you grow a special attachment because it's your story. It's like, that's so fucking bullshit.
You know what they are to me?
What?
A bundle of stats.
Exactly. That's exactly
A
what
bundle
they
of
are.
stats is all your names on it. So
Yeah.
basically,
You know what kind of game makes me feel for characters? Ones who establish characters.
Mm.
Like I always feel when I get like even like Final Fantasy 1 or these kind of games where I get here's a bunch of archetypes of characters.
Yeah.
Pick a profile and make a
Yeah.
name.
Yeah.
I don't feel for that because there's no real narrative for each individual party member.
yeah.
No.
Yeah. So yeah, in this game you go around exploring dungeons, and what's cool about it is that in the bottom screen you get to create your dungeon using a grid, which is you like use your stylus and you draw on the grid, you know, the lines, the walls, you know, put markers like, oh, this happens here, this happens there.
Mhm.
You know, you get to see the paths of the big boss monsters that appear in the field. And when you fight, it's kind of like Dragon Warrior style, where all your well, the
First
screen, yeah, it's first person. You see the monsters, and you see your life bars and stuff, and you get to enter your commands to
Mhm.
attack. What's cool about this one is that the monsters are moving; they're just not static pictures, which I heard from TJ is just the dullest thing ever.
Hmm.
But
Welcome to me trying to.
which
play
I don't
Dragon
understand
Warrior.
though, producer, is how did you make the grid? How did you make the map in the first one? Isn't it a GBA game? Or is it always DS?
DS.
It's always DS?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. That makes sense then. It's always in the bottom screen. Whoopsies!
That would have been.
That would have been crazy. But anyway, yeah, so I'm having a lot of fun with it right now. I'm playing on normal mode. And what I like about this game is that you cannot just bash every monster's face in.
Mhm.
You have to use strategy. You have to prevent them from doing their attacks because almost every attack, even from the smallest monster, is just devastating. I remember I was just fighting a little grunt and he put all my guys to sleep, and then the other guy in the herd of monsters just OHKO'd my whole party. I'm like, good one, good one, guys. So like I really,
Reset, assholes.
you can't reset. That's the thing, right?
Oh, wow.
Once you die, you die.
Oh wow.
There's no soft reset. I tried. And basically, like, it also teaches you the pains of adventuring. I always forget to bring a warp stone to go back home. And it's like, ooh, if I were a real adventurer, I'd be dead. So, and it, you know, the labyrinth, there's no, like, heal points. There's none of that. There's no warp out points. So, if you're going down to the lowest third floor, when you're going down, you have to survive to get down there. I like that. It's a struggle. It's like a real adventure. It's not like, oh, there's a save point in this cave. So...
It's a basic RPG mechanics, right? Like you have HP and is it TP?
TP, yeah.
TP, yeah.
Toilet paper.
And you have my favorite thing about this game, skill points porn. So you basically have this whole skill tree.
Mm.
You have skill points to spend all these skills, from passives to skills that you have to pay for, like to use in battle and whatnot. And whew, baby, I love it.
Wow.
I do.
Wow.
I really love it. Yeah, no, so I don't know how many hours I'm into it. The other cool feature about it is that Atlas puts out QR codes for the game. You can take a picture with your 3DS camera, and it gives you new items, new quests. So it's always keeping fresh like every week. So that's been taking up my majority of my gaming time and monster hunting.
Yeah.
And on the card game front, my brother and I got a new trial deck for Vanguard. For the Aquaforce clan.
Aquaforce.
And these guys are based on like marines.
Okay, I was gonna say if you say nothing that has to do with water, I would shit myself.
Yeah, no, they're based on lava golems. No, they're based on like marines. So they all look like people with marine hats and stuff. And For some reason, their big boss is like a dragon. Well, who cares, right?
Yeah.
It's Japan, right?
Water serpent.
Their whole big mechanic is being more battles. So I know that sounds weird, but in Vanguard you usually have 3 lines to attack with. So your rear guard, your 2 on the side, and the Vanguard in the middle. But they focus on getting 5 or more attacks per turn. So you basically attack with one guy, then he switches with the guy in the back row, and that guy gets to attack. And then the next guy says, if this is the 3rd or more attack in a row, like you get plus X or something. You get a bonus. So they're all about being more and more attacks and making each attack in succession harder to guard against.
So does that mean that you can't boost with your back guys?
That's right, some of
All
them.
right.
So, and sometimes you even just attack with something that can't even hit, just so that that's the first
Okay.
attack.
Okay.
So that's their whole mechanic. It's like a wave, like getting bigger, I guess. Yeah, I don't think this is the kind of clan for me. The clan is very I like combos and stuff, but this kind of combo, I always mess up the formation, so I never get the optimal like lines and stuff. And the biggest thing that I found was that a lot of the cards are competing for if this is the X attack of the turn, let's say 3rd, there's like 3 guys on your field to say if this is the 3rd attack or more. And it's like, well, that means I have to do this guy, then this guy. But then the last guy is going to be the 3rd attack. So then I can't use the other 2 guys' ability.
Wow.
So, but this is just a starter deck. The real deal, where you buy the real cards in the next set that's coming out. They focus more on that. They have more tools for that. But yeah, so far it's a pretty fun deck. I don't think it's for me, but I think it's one of the more technical clans. So it's fun. It's fun. Anyway,
What's up?
I'm not.
what?
Nothing. I had nothing to say.
Yeah. Okay. That's my week.
Sorry, my phone keeps
That's-
bugging out. I don't know.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic.
Yes.
And I think that's the end of the show.
Yes, boss.
Anything else you guys want to mention before we go?
I'm not a sociopath. I'm not crazy.
Only sociopaths claim to not be crazy.
Damn it.
But hey, what can you do? I mean, obviously someone got a money hat, but hey,
I got a money hat. What do I have a money hat?
from who makes that game now?
Name? Tecmo?
There you
Team
go.
Ninja?
Of course you know that name.
This is
you
the
do.
fucking developer! Team Ninja. And then their logo's like a wave thing and it's raining.
Sure. Yeah, that's great. That's great.
Dragon's Dogma comes out tomorrow. Woo!
Did you guys see that announcement for another Metal Gear collection?
No.
What's
For
gonna be
what?
in it?
It's called the Metal Gear Legacy Collection, and it includes Metal Gear Solid, Solid 2, Solid 3, Solid 4, and Peace Walker. All HD versions.
Too bad I already own all those games.
Huh.
Yeah. I just saw that today.
I'm pretty sure 4 was already HD, but whatever.
It'll be Super HD.
I'd like to see 1 in HD.
It's not HD, sorry.
Oh, then
That's
fuck
the
that. Then
only
I'm good. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I own it on PS1 and I own it on virtual like the virtual machine.
Holy.
Yeah, no, I just saw that. I'm like, wow, Japan, they just stopped making games. They're just re-releasing old ones.
Of course.
Because people buy
Crazy.
it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
People like me.
Yeah.
Wow. I wonder if they'll re-release Final Fantasy VII.
Nope.
You know what else is cool?
What?
So, that X-Men movie's coming out this year.
Wolverine?
Days of Future Past.
Oh, is X-Men movie?
Wait, is it?
Wait, live action? Or animated?
The live action.
That's what it's called?
I only thought the Wolverine.
Oh,
movie
no,
was
sorry.
coming
It's next year. Days of Future
Okay.
Past.
out. Okay.
But on the comic it's based on, they time travel to the year 2014.
What?
Is that not cool or what?
Yeah,
weird.
Isn't that like, yo, that shit's kind of like crazy.
That's meta.
That's funny.
That's crazy, right? I don't know. It's just interesting tidbits that I had nowhere to place them in this week's show, and I was like, I wanted to talk about it. But hey, there you go.
Damn.
Yeah. Anyways, write into us, tnib.letters@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to ask these guys a question, put in my survey. Hey, there you go. Facebook, Twitter.
Oh man, fan questions will be the worst.
Oh my god, Days of Future Past, that's the one where they're all getting hunted and it's all when like they're older?
Yeah, because they're in the future.
That's awesome!
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole picture with everybody's names blanked out. It was in
Oh, the things on Marvel. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
There you go. Yeah. YouTube guys, you know where to find all the handy links in the show notes section or the show more section. And remember to visit the site at typv3.podbean.com. Next week we'll be back with something and another show. So thanks for listening, and we'll see you later.
See you later.